So it's important to be kind to yourself in this process and not beat yourself up. Um, you fell in love with this person for a reason. And so it's not like they are horrible people. It is not like they set out to take you for granted. They did not set out to deceive you. It is just that they could not keep up with a life that did not feel like their own, if this makes sense. They're trying to move through really a facade. They're trying to maintain a facade, this facade of strength, being supportive. And they are. And I guarantee you that, I guarantee you that they love you. I guarantee you that they have strong feelings um, and then they want to be with you. I guarantee that they enjoy spending time with you. I guarantee this. But it is at this time where they cannot find it in themselves to even just love themselves enough to accept what they have coming. In order to accept love, you need to love yourself. And this is where this person's at for you. This is where this person is. Yeah. This is where this person's at. They don't actually have the capability right now to love themselves. They can't. And so it's very hard for them to, oh my gosh, I've talked about this already, but just accept what you are, accept who you are, accept that that you come with no ulterior motive, that you don't come with it, that you're not scheming, that you're not trying to trap, or it's very hard for them to accept that because that's what they came from. That's what they feel like, it might be that someone is always wanting something from them and that they are not accepted for who they are. So they're very weary, even though you have shown them time and time again that you are someone who just loves them for them. They don't know who them is. They don't know who why would you possibly? They don't understand that piece. They don't understand that piece. So it's very hard for them to comprehend. And it's hard for you to comprehend because, again, you see them for who they are. You see them, their potential. You see the love. You see the love that they emit. You see everything they are. And it might be you're in love with someone who was never given that as a child, where they weren't told they're important, where they weren't told they were loved, that they were special. And so for you to come and just give it to them, to love them unconditionally, it makes no sense because they've never known that. For you to come and accept them for who they are, it makes no sense because they've never known that. For you to come and not want anything from them but their company, it makes no sense because they have never known that. It is very hard to love someone who does not love themselves. It is very hard to love someone. It becomes tiring. And like you're beating your head against a wall and you're constantly questioning, well, did I do something wrong? When they step away, because they will go through periods where they're like, okay, I'm done. And they're silent. You hear nothing. So you question, was I too much? Was I too little? Was I not enough? It's probably all of those things. Let's be honest. It's probably all of those things. Which added to their confusion. And, you probably, falling in love with these people, there's a part of us that wants to fix them. We are fixers. I've been there. Just, hey, look at me, look what I can do. I can be everything. But you're not. You can't be everything because they're nothing to themselves. You can't be everything when they're nothing to themselves. That's fucking hard shit to deal with. So I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to step back, step away, and I want you to focus on what it is that you want, what kind of love it is that you want to bring into your life. And don't attach a person to it. Don't attach a person to the vibe that you want. It's just the vibe, because when you attach something to, when you attach the person to the vibe and that person doesn't show up, you're going to be disappointed again and again and again. Without fail, that shit's going to catch you in your tail. So I want you to focus on the vibe. Is it someone who's going to love you unconditionally? Is it someone that's going to consider you first? Is it someone that when you walk into the room, they can't stop smiling? Is it someone who, when they hold your hand, it's electric, or everything falls away? You have no worries, no cares, no concerns. It feels like it's you and them. Is that the feeling you want? Is it the feeling of together you two can accomplish anything? This power couple of sorts, and it doesn't matter what gets thrown at you, you're dodging it. Is it the feeling of understanding one another without speaking? Or is it someone that just listens when you speak? What is the vibe? What is the feeling that you want to feel when you're with this person? And I want you to envision that. I want you to bring that into your life, not so much the person. Because if the person, like I said, doesn't show up, you're disappointed. But if that energy comes with a new person or someone else, you can accept it. You can accept whatever form it comes in. This is what you have to understand. This is what you have to try to understand. Detach yourself from the person or the thing that you want, and just attach yourself to the vibe. And I wouldn't even say attach, but just picture the vibe that you want and allow that to come into your life. That's what you want to come into your life. Honesty, trust, love, understanding, all of those things. And once you let go of the person you think that it's attached to, telling you, it feels, it's easy. It's like catching wind. It doesn't matter. It's like reaching your hand out to, like I said, catch wind. It doesn't matter. It's the feeling, it's the vibe, it's the energy, it's that, it is that. That is what you want. And then, you know what, you can attach the other stuff, like, that they don't have any baggage, that they've released, that they've, allowed themselves to heal, that they've acknowledged their pain. You can attach those things to it as well. But you want to call in someone who's, who believes they're worthy of you. That's what you need to call in. You need to call in that energy. Call in the energy of someone who believes they're worthy of someone like you, who is strong and loving and just willing. Now, we recently had it's the full moon in Leo, and Leo is now about releasing love, finding love, opening things up, strength, finding trust, discernment, seeing things for what they really are and what they need to be, and not being fooled. So take that energy as well from this full moon in Leo. Take that energy, harness that, walk with that. You'll probably start to feel a shift because there are shifts happening. You'll probably start to see a shift in how you're feeling, how you're moving. You may be a little bit more emotional. That usually comes with release. There's so much tension. There's so much stuff that we have to let go of in this period. So yeah, this makes sense. If you've been feeling low and down and out and dejected, this is what this is. So in this time, I don't want you to be hard on yourself. I want you to draw in, journal it, call it out, manifest it, do whatever you need to do. Call in that vibe. And at the same time, who do you want to be for that person? You want to be just as loving, just as understanding, just as open, just as kind. You want to call that stuff in as well and allow it to be, allow it to take root, allow it to take root. The next month or so, like I said, lots of changes and transitions, and I want you to be open to those. I want you to be open to those. It is going to be very challenging, but you will have to root yourself, ground yourself in this, and allow, as you're rooted, you just move with it. Okay, so that's it for today, and I really appreciate you. And I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'm hoping that I'm going to get this up on YouTube so you guys can watch this as well as listen. But bear with me; it is very bare bones. There are no bells and whistles. There's barely any fucking intro to my videos. I have a lot of work to do to figure that out, but appreciate you guys. Okay, bye.